Hey everyone, sorry about that. We were trying to get on and having a little difficulties, but we're on with you now. And today we're going to make pommes frites. That is kind of like a French fry with the Café Orleans. That's one of the items that is still served there. We looked at the menu for Blue Bayou and they are not serving pommes frites anymore. So if you want this Disney fan favorite, you need to go to Café Orleans. So first of all, we're going to start out with our ingredients. Today we're going to need 2 bowls. We're going to need one for the seasoning that we're going to put on the fries, and we have one to make the remoulade. Now we're going to also turn on our temperature for our pan. We have oil here, and we need it to get to 375, just like we did last week to do the frying, to be the right temperature. So for the remoulade, we have Thousand Island dressing. We need some mayo, Worcestershire sauce, minced garlic, Dijon mustard. We need the Creole seasoning, or the Cajun seasoning. We need some lemon juice, and we need some paprika, and some white pepper, and some coarse salt. Now, for this is not gluten-free. It is manufactured where they manufacture equipment that uses milk, soy, and wheat. So it is not gluten-free. I did not find a substitute, but I bet that can be done with finding the ingredients that go in this and then just making it, of course, in your own kitchen if you're gluten-free. But their equipment has that cross-contamination. So it is not a gluten-free item, just so you know, but I don't have a problem.
But you didn't get sick with it?
Nope, I certainly did not. So I don't think it's that much, but to be on the caution of safe, you might want to know this does get manufactured with wheat products in their facility. So let's get started. So first of all, we need a cup of Thousand Island dressing. We're going to get our 1/2 cup measurer out. And this does make quite a bit. It says it's for serving of 4, which I will put the recipe in the description after we get done here, so that way you can have it. Thank you all for all the emails for the other recipes. We appreciate it. We're just going to put them back in the description. Makes it just easier for everyone. So this calls for 1 cup of Thousand Island, which I do know that when we've gotten it at the park, the Thousand Island was a little bit darker, but I just grabbed the brand that I happen to like the best. Then we also need a 1/2 cup of mayo. One recipe I did see said not to use a low fat. So we're using a regular full fat type of mayo, our favorite. And we need 1/2 cup of that. Which this is a 1/4. So I'll do this twice. Now this does make quite a bit. Now we did a trial run last night and it came out good. Just I think I just didn't add enough of the seasoning, the Cajun seasoning, but it still did turn out good. So we're gonna take that, put that all in there. Okay, now we need a teaspoon of Worcestershire. 1 teaspoon. Okay. And we need a teaspoon of minced garlic. We use garlic as it's just easier for us. And if you like it a little bit more on the garlicky side, feel free to add a little bit more because you're going to taste it when you're done. And we need a teaspoon of, or 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. have all that. Now we want a half a teaspoon of the seasoning. And we're going to use this not only in the remoulade, we're going to use it also as like the seasoning that we're going to put on the fries itself. Okay, there's that. All right, and now we need 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice. So just a little bit. Ooh, that Cajun seasoning. It's strong. Oh, my goodness. And then it calls for a pinch of paprika. Let's throw in a pinch there. And then after we get this all mixed up, we're going to taste it, add the salt and peppers, and we need it. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge. Mix it up really, really well. Nice and smooth. Now, let's taste it. A little bit of salt there. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of white pepper. Yeah, that is a little bit more spicier. Definitely with the salt and pepper does help. Of course, enhances the flavor as well. So this now needs to go in our fridge. And it's going to go there while we are going to make our seasoning. Let's check our oil. Looks like we're almost to 200.
We have a few people with us in the chat. If you're joining us here for the Cooking with the Theme Park Seniors today, say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We're glad to have you with us. And Gunner 86, welcome. Glad to have you with us as always.
All right, I'm just going to wash up my little Mickey measuring spoons and cups. All right, now we need 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. I did see one recipe that called for the not only the grated but also the like shredded, and I found that I mean you could do a little bit of both, maybe even decorate the you know, when you're done, add that into the little mix if you want. Absolutely, you could do that. We're just gonna go with this today. Okay, and then we have another teaspoon of minced garlic.
And we're going to be posting this recipe.
Yes. As soon as we're done here, we're going to work on getting it posted. So it will be in the description of this video. 1/2 teaspoon now of this. And again, if you like it super spicy, then you want to add that extra, you feel free to do that, but I would definitely test it as you go. But that's, I think, gonna give enough kick to it.
And Ellen Armstrong is with us.
Hey Evelyn, how are you today? It's my good friend back in Cali. We have here 1/2 teaspoon of some salt, and I did finely chop up some fresh parsley. Again, you could actually do as much as you want. Calls for a tablespoon, but personally I like it a little bit more. And you can still use it on the outside of it When it gets all done, you're just going to mix this all together. This is what's going to go in the fries as soon as they're done. And there you have is the pommes frites seasoning that we're going to use. We're going to put that over there. And the fries that they do recommend are frozen instead of making them for fresh, which you can. But they're the fast food kind. They come out really, really well. So we'll be putting those in the oil as soon as that clears up. Does anybody have any questions? I'd love to help answer them for you.
If you want to ask any questions in the chat, feel free, and we'll, like Dawn said, we'll try to answer them the best we can for you.
Just gonna put a few little things away as we're talking. Try to keep my kitchen clean. Now this recipe itself does come from Disney. I got it before they started not carrying them anymore at the park themselves.
At the Blue Bayou.
This is
right.
the where this is where you got them on at the
right. You used to be able to go to City Hall and,
yeah.
and get recipes there.
Mm-hmm. And so this is actually my copy from City Hall that I've kept. So we'll leave this here. And this is here.
And it's right off of that that we'll post after this video is done, so you can have the exact recipe that Disneyland used to hand out.
And there's this. Get that ready. And we're almost there. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. Kind of be temperamental. You gotta wait for the oil to get done to the right temperature.
If you were with us for the last weekend for the Monte Cristos, you've also posted that recipe?
Yes, that recipe is in the description as well. Also, that grilled corn salad that we did that first week as well. That is in there with the notion that it does come from Food Network. So we've credited them for that, and it comes from Bobby Flay on there.
Now, when we go to Café Orleans a lot more than we do now, before we left California, our favorite thing to order was we would order the Monte Cristo along with the pommes frites. So you could go back and get the recipe for the Monte Cristos that we did last weekend, and have this recipe here for the pommes frites, and you can have exactly what we ate every time we went.
Yeah, they offer now pommes frites or a type of salad is your options now on the regular menu. Now, when we were there, we had the dining package. So pommes frites were not offered to us at that time. But if you go to the regular dining and you just do the regular table sit down, that yes, you can definitely have the pommes frites and the Monte Cristo together.
And Love Pugs joins us here on the
Hey, Love Pugs!
Here on the live. Glad to have you with us, Love Pugs. We've put together the Remoulade. We've put together the seasoning for after the fries come out. We're just about to put the fries in the oil, as we're just kind of giving it just a moment or two just to let the oil get up to temperature.
And again, you want to get either a candy thermometer or a I know they have two different types of candy thermometers. I mean, even this, honestly, our regular cooking thermometer, you put it on user, and you can still temp it. So you just want to make sure it's good at the right temperature.
This is more dangerous because you have to put your hand down close to the
well, oil. Yeah, put the stick and all. Another option I thought of, which I don't think they would stick very well, especially with it being after the oil, is put them in an air fryer. That might be an option, but I don't believe the dusting is going to stick very well because of there's no oil.
Right.
But you could spray them with some Pam spray.
Can you do me a favor? Can you close the blind there back behind you? That's better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Almost there. So that I thought would be a good option. I mean, even honestly, if you don't have that, you don't want to fry, you could easily do that, maybe even in the oven. That would be a thought to do. So there are ways of getting around that. And also Orida brand is gluten-free for all their frozen fries. So that's why we buy this particular brand. If you don't have a gluten issue, you could buy even the store brand as well. All right, we are ready to go. I'm gonna lower these in here.
Move over here where you get a better look.
And you want to cook them for about 4 to 5 minutes. And this again is going to be part of our dinner tonight. That's why I'm trying to make a bigger batch. But as you can see, that sauce that we made was an awful lot, but it makes a really great type of fry sauce, honestly, if you wanted to keep it that way.
For those in California who've never heard of fry sauce before.
It's a Utah thing.
it's a Utah thing, just what people dip their french fries in instead of ketchup.
Yeah, it's a big thing here. And fry sauce, honestly, is, you know, Thousand Island dressing, if you think about it, which we've added. So, giving these a quick little cook.
While they're cooking, what are some of the other cooking with the theme park seniors things that we have coming up?
Well, I know for sure I'm gonna work on the fun churro treat as you like to have when you're at the park, and I'm gonna make it gluten-free style. But I will still post both recipes in the chat or in the description. We're gonna do that. I know you were gonna cook some ribs.
We're gonna do some
ribs,
some baby back ribs here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that as a regular video, just so that way you people don't have to sit there all day long and.
Yeah, because unfortunately my rib recipe takes about 5 hours, 6 hours to make. So instead of having a 6-hour video, we'll produce it down.
Yeah. Some of the other things I've thought of, I thought about some of the other fun things that we like to have. Dole Whips, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'd like to try that one. To make a homemade Dole Whip and get a recipe for that. But here's a thought. What would you guys like to see? I'm pretty eager at trying things. I would just adapt it to a gluten-free recipe for us, even though I'm the only one who's gluten-free.
Anything you guys have when you're in the park that you like to be able to learn how to make at home so you can enjoy more often? That's kind of the idea here.
I would like to, and I might pose the idea. One of my coworkers, former boss, she's a baker, and she could make us some macarons, which those are gluten-free, and we could attempt to make some of those treats that are around the park as well.
Very good.
Okay, we are done. I'm going to put them on here for a quick sec before we put them into the pan and toss. So I want to get the oil off. Turn that off. Okay. Let them sit. Throw them in the pan while they're hot. Now we're going to take this, give it a good mix. This recipe calls for 16 ounces of fries. We're not going to eat 16 ounces of fries. That. It makes a great family night, again, to be able to, everybody, has something they do to help out with the cooking. One other thing that we did think of is I'm going to actually try and take the Monte Cristo dough and make some onion rings with it. I thought that would be good.
She's spooning up the remoulade. If you don't think there's enough of the Cajun powder on on the fries for you after you've mixed them up. You can feel free to, just to sprinkle some more on the top.
And it does thicken up when you put it in the fridge. Okay, this is what the recipe calls for, so it does make a lot for you. If you wanted to make the full recipe again, feel free to half it or quarter it if you need to. But right there we have our pommes frites as the side dish that you can put with the Monte Cristo. Pretty easy, simple. I will again be shortly here putting the recipe into the description for you, so please feel free to snag that.
You gonna try one?
Sure. If I don't burn my mouth. Oh, that tastes just like it. Very good. You can taste that Cajun seasoning on there and that Utah fries. Very good. Awesome. Definitely highly recommend that recipe. Very good.
So these are pommes frites available at Café Orleans at Disneyland. So if you want to be able to try those at home, well, like I said, we'll have the recipe posted for you here coming up in just a few minutes, and you can follow the recipe and
have your own Cajun fun recipes from Café Orleans that they're your favorite. Then that's something you can always have and not have to just have it at the park.
That's right. So very good. So thank the folks who have joined us. A little bit short on the live today. It doesn't take long to make this recipe, but they are wonderful, and we thank you for coming in and joining us here for our little live here this afternoon.
Yeah, again, always, if you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to answer them for you. Hope you enjoy.
And hope you enjoy cooking with the theme park seniors. And we'll be back with more great recipes coming up. Don said churros,
Ribs,
and
possibly some onion rings with the Monte Cristo. We're going to try that. See how that turns out.
And also some
maybe some Dole Whip.
Some Dole Whip chicken gumbo.
Yeah, we have chicken gumbo
list coming up as well. Gunner 86 says gonna have to try to enjoy these for dinner. So yeah, absolutely, Robbie. They're very easy to make, and something that I'm sure that you guys would enjoy very much.
Yeah, especially if you like French fries and you like a little kick, this would definitely hit the spot for you.
Okay, that's very good. That it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, well, thank everybody who joined us. Please remember, like, share, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. It's free to do so. And these are the pommes frites available at Café Orleans, and try them for yourself, and certainly hope that you enjoy them.
Thank you all so much. Again, like, subscribe, let us know your thoughts in the comments about the recipe, and if you try it. Pretty simple, easy recipe to do, even for a beginner.
Very good. So we'll look for you next time, and until then, for Dawn, I am Dan, and we are the Theme Park Seniors, and have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Bye, everyone.